this is a race, I'm winning. Whew. Looks good. Let's go. I lied. I got loaded yesterday, which is today for me, which means I'm gonna get home on Thursday night, so I better shoot a Friday video. So this is Thursday, April 21st. Make that clear because I always say my videos, other than the bonus videos, are shot exactly 2 weeks before I record them. So today it's a little bit different. That was a stop. That was a stop. Michigan stop. There's more stops here. Don't worry, I'll get at least one of them. Oh. I'm confused. Cookies! Crying, you're cooking. I can definitely feel I am way down on sugar, so I'm gonna do the crash course. Cookies and orange crush. They didn't have any lemonade lime in the store, so I had to go with something else. Sometimes it's weeks between drinking a pop, but every now and then I feel that crash. It's like I need some sugar. So cookies and pop. It's my own fault. It's 4:47. All I've had is some granola bars in the morning. I just hammered down. No lunch break. I haven't fueled up. Just hammer down. I have, because I was running empty, it saved a lot of fuel. Luckily I don't have to worry about weight, it's a really nice light load. So, very short on time. I'll have to debate if I fuel up somewhere along the way or if I can wait until I get home. Kind of see how much fuel it burns over the Paulson. If I can keep going, I can fuel up. I can fuel up now here in Castlegar. It's quite a detour. Fuel up in Grand Forks, while Soyuz, Oliver, and at home. But stopping and fueling up is going to take up some of my drive time, which is very tight in supply right now. I demand at least 4 hours. Probably a little more. About 4 hours. Because I'm pretty light load, so it shouldn't take me too long to go over the Paulson. I know we shot this video before running this highway, but I don't really have a choice. If I want a video in daylight, it's going to be here. Did I say what time it was? It is 4:49. Put a clock on here. Can you guys see that clock? Once you see the shoulder cam, can you see the clock on my center console? Let me know. Yay or nay? Oh, by the way, guys, anyone interested in working for Sutco, tell them I sent you. Sutco's going to give me a promo code you can use in the future, so keep an eye out for that. You're going to get a signing bonus if you say I sent you. I will get a really small signing bonus, and you're going to get a signing bonus if you say I sent you. So extra money in your pocket and a little bit of money in my pocket. I don't know the size of the signing bonus yet. That info's gonna come. Whatever the promo code's gonna come as well, but if you're applying now, tell them I sent you. I'll put in the description as well. I'm gonna put James Guy's phone number and email. He's our head HR guy, so we can send all of you guys to him. And I know some of you guys have talked to him, and thank you for that. For some of you guys, it was a good fit. For some of you, it wasn't. But thank you for inquiring. I appreciate that. No, I haven't gotten any money yet, but we just made a deal with Sutco right now that we're going to have a promotion thing that I get a signing bonus, you get a signing bonus, even if you're completely a green driver. Green as in you've never trucked before. Tell them you came from the YouTubes. 78 cents a mile. How much money do I take home? That's a question everybody always wants to know. My payday is anywhere between taxes, everything off, my actual cash I'm taking home is anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 if I'm having a really, really good week. But usually it's about $2,200, give or take, in there. Some of our drivers run harder than I do. I run pretty hard, but some of our drivers run even harder than I do, and they make more money. So I could make more money, but I want my full 2 days off on weekends, right? So I'm gonna get Friday, Saturday off this weekend. I'm gonna start driving Sunday morning again. Some drivers take 2 nights and 1 day off and keep rolling and use up all their hours. You definitely can make more money than that. Yeah, I make over $2,000 every 2 weeks, so that's $4,000 a month. And of course, most of that goes into my rent. Oh, it's so expensive. Penticton is Okanagan's beautiful, but holy smokes, it's expensive. Yeah, like an apartment right now, if you were to rent it, a 1-bedroom, small, hole-in-the-ground apartment. Nothing fancy. The lowest going rate is about $1,200 to $1,500. Single bedroom. some of you guys, that's going to be expensive. For some of you guys, that's going to be really cheap. Excuse me. Maybe that cold orange wasn't a good idea. Whew. I rushed tarping. My ankle's feeling pretty darn good, actually. I'm feeling pretty good. It is bruised. It's black, but it's feeling good. I can move around. I can move around pretty quick. I jumped off the trailer today. I jumped off the trailer and landed on that ankle today and felt no additional discomfort. I'm like, woohoo! We know it was just a really bad pull and I'll be fine. So that's good. Even went for a short little jog just to test it out. It's like, yep, everything feels good. It didn't feel good, but everything worked. It definitely did not feel good, but it all worked. So I'm like, cool. I'm not going to go hiking this weekend, but well, if the weather continues the way it is right now, I'm not going to be doing much of anything this weekend. Well, I'm going to have 3 videos to edit because I shot 3 videos today. Thursday's video, this video, Friday, and then of course the bonus member video. Just about said we're following the Columbia River. We're not. Excuse me. What river are we following? Sorry about that cough. That's my own dang fault. Yeah, look. Almost caught myself there. Or did catch myself. Can you guys tell I'm tired? We are following. It's coming from Nelson. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of this river. Anyway, this river flows into the Columbia River just down here, right after we cross or right beside us when we cross the bridge here. Maybe the Kootenai River? That would be my guess. Maybe the Kootenai River. Too much sugar, now I'm all hyped up. Don't worry, the crash is coming. Just means I just have to keep taking sugar until I get home, right? Isn't that how coffee works? I do have one rule. On my pop, I like to drink pop with high citric acid whenever possible. The higher citric acid level, the better. A really good way to prevent kidney stones. And since I've had 2 of them now, I see the Columbia River right beside us. See if the scale is still closed. We do have a wide load. If you look in the mirror when I do the shoulder cam, it's barely a wide load. It's an inch off on either side. So I don't even have the wide load banners on the front and back. I just have red flags. It is barely a wide load. So I need the permits, but I don't need the wide load signs. I don't need any beacons. It's not really a wide load. But legally, technically, it is a wide load. So I checked my permits. We're good. Scale is closed. Woohoo! Homeward bound. Been on the road for 6 days. Technically 5 days. Been on the road for 5 days. I don't know, I'm singing already. And I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Keep right to Highway 3 west.
Every year there's some cars or trucks that don't quite make this corner. I can merge in front of that car. This is the Columbia River. Sunco truck. Turn my radio on just in case they want to talk. I couldn't tell who that was. Hey, if you guys see me face to face, real life world, come and ask me for a Cookie Crew sticker. Carrying a couple of them in the truck. And if you can't meet me face to face, just hit the join button, do the $5 thing. You only have to do it the one month if you want. $5 pays for the sticker for me to send it to you. Email me your address and I'll send you a Cookie Crew sticker. And if you join for the month, you'll get your name in the credits for a month as well. Alright, hammer down. So far I'm staying at speed limit. I can't speed up at all. Pedal right down all the way. Maintaining speed. So when the speed limit goes up higher, I won't be able to get up to that speed. But yeah, it's a pretty light load. I'm not even gonna have to drop the drop axle when I go over the border to the US. I was gonna stop in Salmo and fuel up there and take a shower, but talked to dispatch. I'm like, hey, can you talk to the chipper? Really nice guy, really awesome guy. Any chance could we load late today? They're like, if you make it there before 3, we can do it. I'm like, Okay, I owe you guys. And I just hammered down. I'm like, nope, no lunch, no shower, no fuel, just go. I say I've got about 3 hours of fuel on board right now. And it'll take about 4 hours to get home, so I'd probably fuel up in Grand Forks. Probably. Speed limit's 100 here. Turn our four-way flashers on. Entering Oshawana. Still doing the 60 kilometers, 59. Going up at a pretty decent clip. Bombay had a little bit of snow at the top, so hopefully it's not slippery at the top of Paulson. Bonanza Pass, the summit is 1,535 meters. Got a warning way down here going, hey, this is a big pass. It's one of the big ones. Be ready for winter conditions all year round. I've never seen snow up here in the summer, but some of the passes do get snow all year round. I shouldn't say all year round. They can. In any month of the year, it can snow on some of the passes. Like the Connector and the Kootenai. The Kootenai Pass is the tallest pass in British Columbia. And the Connector is the second tallest pass in British Columbia. I think the Highway through Hell is only like 5th or something like that. The only place, the highest pass in Canada is actually in Alberta. And not along a main trucking route. Hey, guess what, guys? Jess is with next week again. And this load is going to Portland, Oregon. So we'll be running Jess's favorite highway, highway number 14. Truck's working hard, but we're making good time. 84 kilometers an hour. Just to annoy you guys, I keep coughing. Leaving Oshawa. If we left Oshawa, what are we in now? The no zone, the no-go zone, no fire protection. I'm sure somebody's got to be in charge of this fire protection. Maybe it's not local municipalities, maybe it's a provincial thing. Yeah, the clouds are looking like we may run into some snow here in a little bit. Oh, it's starting to drizzle here already. Huh. Plus 7 degrees. It's all liquid yet. It's all liquid. the sun wants to crack through the clouds. Getting a lot more liquid, but it's beautiful. Kind of fun. I like driving in adverse weather. Well, I always dread driving in snow as well, but, you know. Tarp is flapping a little bit more than I like it to. Problem is I couldn't reach to the top of the loop, so it's strapped to the bottom of the loop, so I don't think I can do much better of a job without getting like a ladder and longer bungees and strap them through the top loops. It's good enough, right? Keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't work its way loose. But downside to all the clouds is you can't see the mountains. Doing 95 kilometers per hour now. Speed limit's 100, so we're almost there. My e-log says I have 4 hours and 7 minutes of drive time, well, working time, on-duty time left. My GPS says it's going to take 3 hours and 36 minutes to get home, and that's pretty accurate. And I have to stop and fuel somewhere, most likely. And it's going to be a little slow going over Paulson. It's going to be a little slow going over Idaho. I'll be slow going over Anarchist. I think that gives me enough time to get home. It'll be tight, but I think it's enough time. (4°C). We're still getting lots of liquid falling. Happy so far. Could I actually slow down? That's rare. It's cool watching all the mist come off the truck. The mirrors become fairly useless, but it's still cool to watch all the mist. The car behind us has daytime running lights, so I can see it approaching. Didn't quite make it up to us for that passing lane. Another good thing about this load was I only needed to use 2 of the free tarps. That's kind of nice. engine did that little pause thing. That means we're up to speed. It means we hit our speed limiter. Nice thing about having that speed limiter, anytime the speed limit is 60 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour, put your foot all the way down. Don't have to worry about it, unless you're going downhill. But if it's on the straight or uphill, just put the foot all the way down. With the Peterbilt, I couldn't do that. It didn't have that speed limiter in there. I could easily do 130. Well, I don't know. I never went that fast, but I'm sure I could have. There was no limiter in it. Was there a limiter in there? It's just a higher limiter. I think we took it to the US somewhere, right? I think we did. I think we took it to the US and we found out where the limit was, where the speed limit was like 80 miles per hour. I think we couldn't do the speed limit because we hit the limiter. Something like that. That was a long time ago. Jess never really rode in the Peterbilt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's looking less and less liquid at 3 degrees Celsius. That's no longer liquid form. That's slush form. Yeah, I got the Peterbilt and got this truck. The Peterbilt was just a rental. Jess maybe rode the Peterbilt a couple of times. That was a loud machine. That's my one thing I didn't like about the Pete was how loud they are and how cold they get inside. For a Canadian truck in the winter, those Pete's get really cold inside. They don't have the thicker insulation. This is by far the quietest truck I had. The International was louder than this. Jess has had a couple rides in this truck now. She's starting to really like it. She didn't like the old school interior, but she's starting to really like it. Once you get used to that step, the bunk is like 5 inches lower than the cab. So you have that death trap back there all the time. And also, I hit my head on the ceiling because the bunk is much higher than the cab. But once you get used to where all the borders of everything is, I really, really like this truck. I'm definitely going to hold on to her as long as I can. Roads are just very wet, so that's awesome. Do a quick brake check up here. I'm going to try to start every time I do a brake check, because the question comes up often enough what I do on a brake check. I'll put a little tag on the top connecting you guys to the video where I did the brake check. So you can, if you're interested about a brake check, I have a brake check video, and I think I'll link it. It should just pop up on the top of the screen there. I'm not sure what they're called, but some kind of card or something. I think every single time I do a brake check, I'll try it out anyway, see if I can figure out how that works. So if at the top of the screen when I get to the brake check a little black bar shows up, click on it and let me know if it worked. Be a good test. If you don't see the bar show up, tell me I forgot or didn't figure it out. Just call me all sorts of nasty names for forgetting. That way I won't forget again. Oh wait, that's negative reinforcement? Oh, right, positive reinforcement. I don't think you guys should do any positive reinforcement. It might all go through my head, and my head's big enough as it is. Barely drizzling it all over here. See, there's fresh snow in the trees though. It feels like the type of snowfall you would see in fall. Mid-October, end October. Except there's a lot more snow on the ground. Hopefully we're not just going straight back to winter and we skipped all the summer. That's not good. We get 7 months of winter already in BC. Or five months of, well, really you got 2 months, 1 month of spring, 2 months of summer, and then 2 months of smoke. We don't get fall at all. Just smoky. Go from smoke season right into winter. There's a Sutco truck trying to pass me. If this is a race, I'm winning. Not on the radio. Looks like it's an empty chip truck. Sucker chip truck you on here. Sucker chip right behind me, so you're too staticky for it to be used, so all good.
Wait, what was that?
Just wanted to let the Sutco chip truck know that's behind me. I'll make sure he can pass me at the brake check.
Yeah, that's me.
I was trying to race you up the hill there.
Oh, thank you.
I'm pretty light, but not as light as an empty Super B.
I'm empty right now, so.
I would appreciate this precipitation to be liquid though.
It's getting ugly up here. Thought this is over, but I guess not. Have a good drive.
Yeah, you too. I'm headed home and calling it a weekend. Of course, I gotta start driving first thing Sunday morning, but that'll be a Friday, Saturday off.
Like fun. Living the dream.
I told dispatch, as long as I get my 2 full days off, I don't care which 2 days they are.
I go home every day.
Somebody goes home every day. Fuel light came on. Yeah, I definitely used quite a bit of fuel going up Paulson. I think it'd just be safer to fuel up in Grand Forks and call it good, and then I'm good to go till Sunday sometime.
Anybody come over to Goonji Bath today?
Yeah, I did earlier. She wasn't bad. Did I earlier? Was that
Hey,
yesterday?
appreciate it. Thanks, driver.
No, that was yesterday. Or the day, yeah, that was yesterday. Well, whatever. I was talking to the other guys on the radio, it was fine. Yeah, I think the temperatures are warm enough that nothing's really sticking.
Well, we can only hope. Hopefully I can get over there before the temperature drops.
Yeah, this is true. It might start accumulating and going to compact snow at night.
That's when you think this is over, eh?
Well, it took forever for us to get winter, so apparently now it's going to take forever for us to get summer. Like, all of winter is running a month late.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, Tridem leading this train here. Just so you know that one of your four-way flashers, the one on the left-hand side, is working half the time. Well, my fuel light came on, so I guess I better get some go-go juice in Grand Forks. I guess they're done talking to me. I like talking to people. It's the only reason I do these YouTubes. That's not true. I started the YouTubes for family. That's a real trucker, a bull hauler, hauling cattle. Where your load shifts left to right. Come around the corner and all the cows decide, hey, let's look out of the left-hand side of the truck, and the whole load just shifts over. Yeah, that takes a special kind of trucker to do that. And as the cows shift from one side of the trailer to the other, it puts more weight on one side of the tires, and then the trailer starts steering itself a little bit left and right. So you have to counter steer whatever the trailer's doing. The trailer's all of a sudden going sideways down the highways because all the cows have shifted to one side all of a sudden. Man, this is beautiful. And it's raining here again, so the car's had enough. He's pulling over and taking a break. I fully intend on passing this truck unless he speeds up in the straightaway coming up. Man, I love a light load like this. Just engine brakes. So the driver up front, looks like he's got a fairly light load too. He must just not know this road very well, or has a truck that's got a smaller engine and smaller engine brakes, so he's forced to come down slower. There's a Sutco Super Bee climbing the hill, just crawling up. Go. He's got his engine brakes going hard, so yeah, probably just looks like an older truck with a smaller engine in it. I came in a little loop. Wasn't expecting that one. So I'm probably home around 8:30 or so. That's not bad. Head straight for the bathtub. Get a nice soak in. think I still have 2 hours of fuel, even with the fuel light on. I could probably make it to a Soyuz, but why risk it? Especially with this kind of weather. When I say 2 hours of fuel, that's a conservative guess, just from my experience. That's how much fuel. Sometimes I use more, but most of the time I use less than my estimate. It's a light load, so I'd probably use less. And there's no actual math I put into it. It's just I've learned over the last, I've had this truck now a year? About a year? Not quite a year, I think, but just over the last year I've been keeping track of how far you can drive on how much fuel. Kind of have a bit of an estimate, a bit of a guessing system. And it really helps that I've simplified it that way. I can do the math and go, this is how many hours of fuel I think I have. This is how many fuel stations are within that limit. Is there only one fuel station in that limit? Yeah, maybe I should fuel up now. A whole bunch of fuel stations inside of that? Yeah, we're good for a few fuel stations. Some of the highways you run, they're pretty barren for fuel stations. Of course, those tanker trucks have problems too. Anytime they go up the hill, all the fuel flows to the back of the tankers. You have no traction on your treads. So in the winter, you spin out so much easier. And then when you go down the hill, all the fuel flows to the front. All the weight is on your drives. And then it wants to make you jackknife. Because the trailers are so light, you hit the brakes, they just want to slide around on you. So tanker truckers, it's a little bit more of a serious job there too. They do run the same routes over and over. Well, not all the companies, but some of the companies. That's where the rock slide was earlier in the year. Well, I guess we're at our hour, aren't we? Well, shoot, we made it over the whole Paulson within an hour? That's some good timing. Don't usually make it over that quick. Christina Lake, by the way. I guess I'll let you guys go. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for supporting me just by watching these videos. And of course all the other things you guys do. Really, really appreciate it. I see new subscribers slowly scrolling in as well, so thank you. Normally I only get subscribers in the winter, but so far this spring you guys are still slowly coming in, so I'm sure as the summer months come in it'll slow down to nothing. I know last summer I got like virtually 0 subscribers. Every time I gained 1 or 2 subscribers I lost that many, so super thankful for those of you that stick around and stay with me and wait for the next winter videos if that's what you're interested in. So we sure do get a lot of winter videos. Okay, you know what? That's enough. I'm turning you off. I'm trying to end the video. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the end. That's the end. It's my weekend. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. Get a little crazy when I'm tired. I am out of here. Oh, you know what? We'll play right through them. I can't honk in town unless we see a fist bump somewhere. But I'll play it through the town. I am out of here. Thanks again for watching. You guys rock.